Will Bitcoin hit $25,000? That's one of the questions that we got yesterday on our live stream, and we wanted to bring you guys the answer to that question. Of course, from our perspective, we show you guys exactly what we're currently watching on the charts, what the charts is telling us, and where we think the price is going from here. In this video, we also discuss why we're currently not looking at altcoins and what we can expect for the rest of the week with the option expirations coming on Friday. Stay tuned, guys. This is not Ether Daily. This is Bitcoin Daily, where we only look at Bitcoin, nothing else. I'm just playing, bro. But for the most part, Ethereum's just following Bitcoin. Ethereum's going to mimic Bitcoin basically in an exaggerated sense. So whatever Bitcoin does, it will do plus a little bit more. So for example, today Bitcoin's down 4%, so Ethereum's down almost 6%. Yesterday Bitcoin was up like 12% or something like that, so Ethereum was up like 26%. You know, so Ethereum, there's really no point in looking at the chart, because the chart for Ethereum or any other altcoin for that matter does not matter. Charts for altcoins right now, guys, do not matter. Why don't they matter? Because they all look exactly the same. Look at every single chart. It all looks exactly the same. There's literally 0 point in looking at a altcoin chart right now, because they all look the same. Two, they're all following Bitcoin. So there is 0 point in analyzing any altcoins right now until we get out of this. Every single chart, as you can see, I'm running through all the charts. They all look exactly the same. Okay, so that's why we're not looking at altcoins, guys, because all the charts are exactly the same. They're all following one coin. The one coin is Bitcoin. They all follow Bitcoin. So there's 0 point in looking at any other chart, because they're all just going to follow Bitcoin. Until we get out of this, there's 0. You're just wasting your time if you're trying to analyze an altcoin. Looking to buy at 25K or less, I'd recommend that you start buying. You start dollar cost averaging, because usually when people are waiting for a specific number, it never comes. When Bitcoin hit 10K last year, everybody was waiting for it to go back down to 6,000 to 7,000. Then it never went down. It went up to 15,000. Then those same people, they decided, okay, I'll wait for it to come back down to 10,000. It never went down. Then it got to 20,000. It hit the new all-time high. And people are like, all right, now at 20,000, it's definitely going to come back down to 15,000. So I'm going to wait there. It never went down. Then it went to 25. The same people said, all right, I'm going to wait for it to come back to 20, because it has to come back to 20. It never went down. Then it went up past 30,000. People said, oh, it's going to come back to 20,000, 25,000. Didn't go down. So don't be waiting around for a specific number to make a lump sum entry. I recommend dollar cost averaging. If you think it's going to hit 25K, that's fine. Keep the majority of your money ready in the event that happens. But what's your plan if that doesn't happen? You have to have a plan if you're wrong. Always have a plan for if you're wrong, because most of the time you're not going to be right. So you need to have a plan in the event that you're wrong. That's how you make money. You have to look at events. You have to look at everything from every perspective and be prepared for whether it does what you think it might do, or if it does the complete opposite of what you think it might do. Either way, you want to be able to make money. If your mind is set on you're only buying at 25K, you're gonna miss the boat most of the time. And by the time you finally decide to enter, it might be over at new all-time highs, and you're gonna end up FOMO buying in at $60,000. So I recommend dollar cost averaging starting now. We're already down, 50% from all-time highs. Like how much lower do you expect the prices to go? So I would recommend dollar cost averaging starting now. If it goes down to 25K, then put a bigger amount of money in. If it doesn't, you have skin in the game, you're making profits regardless. So I wouldn't say to wait for 25K because that's not a likely scenario. On Friday, which is the 28th, that's the day that the option contracts will expire. So if we take a look back at every time the option contracts have expired, let's take a look back, guys. Remember, I base all my decisions based on history. I don't make decisions based on what people on YouTube say. I don't base decision based on what other analysis say. I don't base my decisions based on what people on TV say, you know, or on Instagram. I do the research myself. I base my decisions off of history. Last month on option expiration date, Bitcoin went up 10%. In March, option expiration date, Bitcoin went up 7%. Let's see, what is the other day? In February, I think the expiration date, I think, was the 28th. Let me see. No, for the 28th was a Sunday. So it would have had to have been the 26th. So not much happened on the 26th. But a few days after expiration, on that Monday, the following Monday, Bitcoin went up 9.8%. In January, on the day of expiration, Bitcoin went up 10%. And you just keep going back, right? On December, on the expiration date, Bitcoin went up 7%. In November, expiration date, Bitcoin went up 8%. So if you guys keep going back, you're going to see the same thing. So based off of history, on Friday, we should see a green day. If we don't see it on Friday, then we should expect it on Monday. So that if on average, looking back at all of those, on average, the average was what? 8% return, 8% move to the upside. So if we expect an 8% move, let's say that we stay in this range, right? Let's say we stay at, you know, wherever we are right now. We're at 30, let's say we stay at 38,000. So if we say, okay, we're going to have a 8% move. That'll take us right to basically 40,000, 42,000, right? That's basically where that would lead us to. If we get a 10% move, that'll take us directly to 42K. Now, what did I say? If you guys watched yesterday's video, I told you guys 42K is the short squeeze area. That's where I'm looking for a short squeeze right now. I think if we get above 42,000, we're going to squeeze out a lot of people that are in short positions. All these analysts out there that are calling for Bitcoin to go to 28K or 25K, 20K, 10K, whatever the fuck they're saying, you know, excuse my French. I think if we get to above 42, we're going to squeeze all those short positions. They're all going to have to close their positions. People are going to get liquidated, and we could run back up to $48,000 to $50,000 upside or the downside. Now, which way I'm looking for the pop is to the upside. Why am I looking to the upside? Because of the patterns currently. So we have a falling wedge pattern that we've broken out of. Then we also, on the same chart, we have a bull flag. Bull flag means continuation to the upside. Then we also have we have the wicks to the downside, kind of sense of exhaustion. It's kind of a signal of exhaust. The price is exhausted of going down. Basically running out of sellers. Then we have the volume decreasing, so that's usually a reversal signal as well. So and then if you look back on history, you can see that anytime we've had a falling wedge, we've broken up, broke up, broke up. Also, we have on Friday, we have option contracts expiring. So that's another reason for the price to go up, because if you guys look back at any time the options have expired, usually on that day or around those days, it moves an average of around 8%. We get around 8% move to the upside usually if you look back through the last 6 months. So if you put all of that together, it tells you that this week we should be green. We should see the prices continue to rise potentially. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. This was a recap from yesterday's live stream where we got a lot of really interesting questions, and we felt that we wanted to make sure to get this information out to all of you beautiful people to hopefully make all of us some profits. So make sure to smash the like button, guys. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments. And remember, if you want to win on Friday, you got to comment on the video. If you guys are new, smash the subscribe button, guys, and turn on that post notification bell. Alrighty, guys, I'll see you on the next one. As always, peace and love.